Alright, we have the starters for Bacoor and Negros. We have Aaron Neruta, Joey Liu, Marquis, and Crinian Viloria, 4 former Bacolod players teaming up with Jammer Ramito. And then it's Leo Ingles, Janjan Pastas, Roberto Bartolo, Pio Longa, and Arvin Johnson para sa Negros Muscovados. First of all, we would like to tell everybody that there's no Jason Milano because of personal issues. Game with the absence of Michael Cañete. They will be represented by Jan Nermal and James Cuecote. Nermal might be, and he should be, a part of the starting lineup as Marquis scores on a layup. And they will be joined by JC Marcelino, Kit Jimenez, and Poy Poy Aktub as Bartolo scores inside. Kabila naman, it's going to be a tall starting lineup for the North Division All-Stars.
Or in this game, losing 2 of their top scorers for this match, Jason Milano and June Manzo, as you've already mentioned earlier in this game. And the hard part about it in terms of trying to get points on the board and making plays for their teammates, guys like Pastias and that guy, Ingles.
James Ingles, right on cue, makes a 3-pointer. He was actually the marquee name that popped. If I remember correctly, that was against Bicol. As Ingles fires again. That's back-to-back 3-pointers.
Oh, we know him to be a guard who likes to put his head down, put the ball on the floor, and really attack.
Coming from Joey Liu, following this 3-pointer by James Ingles. For those of you who are wondering, we are inside the West Arena, as it is a new atmosphere. It was the perfect example or the perfect way to have had training sessions during the pandemic. But that brings us to, you know,
all of us looking outside as to how they will be able to rekindle the kind of form has been very beneficial for them.
At the end of the day, kanya-kanya yan. Ang mga coaches natin, ang mga strategies nila on how to use breaks. Right now, this is a fast break opportunity for Joey Liu, who just converted because of Marquis himself. Si Ivan, ang galing MCL injury, pero marami pa rin core training as Heruta gives us a putback.
That's the reason why Mark has been able to put up runners in the Philippines. It's because he has been able to develop such a great core, and that's very important in our sport. It's not enough that you develop. Definitely a perfect example.
Here's Bacoor on the attack. Good hands by Arvin Johnson. Numbers for Negros, 1-2, and De La Cruz finishes.
Be able to get into the fast break a lot.
Again, no Jason Milano in this game, no June Manzo.
It's a half-court defensive team.
Bernie is at the bench, but he's wearing purple. So, over to Ivan Ludovice on his return after his MCL injury. Marquis will fire and score from downtown.
Excellent read of the defense by Ivan.
That guy also started off in the MPBL as a name that no one would recognize, but now he has 1,000 points already in this league as Maloles could not finish, but he will proceed to the stripe.
Want to see from your squad, especially on the open floor if you're Coach Bonnie Garcia.
Mark Maloles, I hope everybody remembers that when they lost Paulo Javelona before the arrival of June Manzo, Maloles was their main point guard. 7 seconds here remaining in the first. Ivan Ludovice on his return. Tough shot. No good. Rebound Nem, ball tapped away, and how about that? JC Ajay's energy translated to those 2 points by Lester Reyes.
The tap by Ajay getting into the hands of Lester Reyes. Was there enough time? I don't think that's going to count.
Oh, it's a bit hard to see in this angle, but yes, it's going to count. To your point, yes, Ajay.
Their offense at after FIBA, he wants to achieve that scenario na lahat
nila yung production nila in this game, and that's what we've seen throughout the season. The players that they've been able to get for this team, a lot of them very unselfish guys, and really
I'd like to see Marlo Aquino be involved with Senator Manny Pacquiao if that can happen, as Mark Maloles scores.
Oh, sayang nga, di na natin sana makikita. If, you know, I would love to see that, you know, even to this day, Com Kenneth still attracts a lot of fans wherever we go.
Akala ninyo yung courtside reporters ang pinakamarami nagpapapicture? Hindi.
And a lot of opportunities in transition. Everybody who's been getting the defensive rebound, they've been making a conscious effort to get it up court to whoever man.
On telling it, last year practice player lang siya ng Bacolod. The players who are now with Bacoor, by the way, itong sina Marquis, Alvin Alday and company, as Alday converts with a three-pointer. And now Pio has earned the roster spot for himself with Negros.
Yeah, has been a he was in the venue to watch as a fan. But right now, when we came back, he was already.
And now we see the steal by Alvin Alday, so he just got back-to-back baskets.
This is where Negros has to be very wary about.
Here's Mark Maloles against Jimboy Pastoran. Maloles on the reverse, yes.
Pretty, for example, if you're left-handed, you want to dribble right and pull up with your left hand. But J.R. Galit, as we've seen throughout his MPBL here.
Yeah, right. Oh, Maloles and Alday with Bacolod. As you get to see that layup by Mark Mantuano. Unconventional. Maloles on the run. He stops. He pops. And he drains that three-pointer.
Things looking a bit better for Negros now than doing in the first quarter when they were on the hardwood previously.
Nice cut by Decoy. Great feed as well from Jan Nermal. So that's the first 2 points.
Many people forget that this guy is also on this team and that this guy could also be a significant contributor when
onto Bacoor. So Lopez has the potential to be a part of the #1 seeded team in the South. Jan Pastas. Back to Mark. The fake in the drive. Maloles escapes. That's very uncharacteristic
so far in this game, but he has had not much help. James Ingles is the next guy on top of the scoring board for the Muscovados, but Maloles continues.
For Mark Maloles, and the lead has been cut down to 3. Johnson with the steal. 2-on-1. He goes to Maloles. Mark Maloles with 20 first half points. The first unit of Bacoor. 5 on the shot clock. Decoy Lopez. What a tough shot. And he smiles his way back.
He would love to see them try and continue this kind of tempo.
Oh, that's a bad closeout. 4-point play opportunity for the former Bacoor City All-Star.
Even harder to close out guys who get into their shot slowly compared to the quick triggers, as you see here, Mark Mantuano, because Johnson wasn't quite sure if he was going to go all the way or just make him go for the shot wide open. At that time,
4-second differential. Oh, sorry, no more shot clock here as J.R. Galit goes all the way.
taking a far than usual was J.R. Galit, but was able to make it work. And this guy, oh my goodness!
Mark Maloles will finish the first half with 22 points. And more importantly, that was a big end.
The defense was already right there. Pastoran got him in a hole. But wow, Mark
Ingles will start as the point. Marquis with the screen. Heruta back up. He fakes. He will fire this one up. There you go. That's going to be good.
Usual sight to see Marquis try to size up. That's the beauty of having a basketball crazy country like the Philippines. Sa panahon ng unos, pwede talaga siyang i-convert.
Basketball pa rin ang naging daan.
Oo.
We saw 2 points from Pastas. And Negros now facing a 10-point deficit. Nice defense by Heruta. Aaron with the bounce. Liu with the finish.
Capitalized so far in the first few possessions. And here, Marquis on the double, stripping James Ingles.
That's the reason why he is the reigning Defensive Player of the Year. And Jammer Hamito gives us the first slam dunk for today. Pass of the game brought to you by Boracay de la Ia, the official hotel and resort of the MPBL. Aaron Heruta giving it off to the former slam dunk guy that was known for giving us a sidestep during his slam this coming Saturday, unless someone does it in the MPBL. Because Hamito will not be participating, but still, he has truly found a good home for himself in Bacoor. Bartolo in trouble, almost was blocked by Hamito. 54-40. Heruta on the run, another bounce. Marquis, 2 points. Third foul on his birthday. Here's Aaron Heruta with his mask on and his hair flying about. Bouncing it off to Marquis. If you think about it, Marquis could have, obviously wasn't the wise decision. Viloria, wow, that was a magical layup right there.
You lamented able to get better physical condition.
I like how you put that. Kasi una ko sinabi, parang tumataba ka.
Yun ba sinabi mo?
Sinabi ko. Half was just a matter of experimentation for Bacoor because of what Andre mentioned, the system from FIBA that they would want to pass the ball even more, and it kind of dominoed to their defense.
Yeah, definitely. Alex Angeles has continued to stick with his starters.
Here's Marquis on the post. He turns around, just putting everybody to clinic. That's too easy. Jan Nermal. Oh, that being said, now I'd like to ask you, obviously you've been defended by Joey Leo a lot in your life. Kamusta nga naman yung experience?
It's not a very fun experience at all. I would also be...
Ooh,
There you see.
Joey Leo just gave a forearm to Dem De La Cruz as Ivano Davise fires and scores. Now the referees will have to stop this one. We're back with Arvin Johnson. Negros is down by 21. 4 seconds on the shot clock, and he converts.
That's a much needed basket for them, but not much movement on the offensive side right there para far.
Maloles passes to Nem. 3-pointer from the corner. 5-on-4 for Bacoor. So Davise misfires. Offensive rebound. Alday will convert.
You could even argue that
Not a good pass. The other end we go. Alvin shows the ball. The feed inside. Lester Reyes for 2 points.
just like a play game. Oh yeah, we've been hearing his voice throughout this match, but you know, one thing for
Yeah.
hindi. Yan ang hindi talaga totoo.
Yeah, commentator na lang tayo as we
Yeah,
take a
yun na
look at our corner scoring.
You see there, having the strikers score almost 25 points in every period.
Below the rim of Bacoor wearing black. Sikat na sikat yan in Philippine basketball, by the way, as Alvin Alday scores inside. Things down with Ivano Davise, Lester Reyes, Jan Nermal, and Alvin Alday. Ivan tried to split the D, and this will be a breakaway for James Ingles.
Good trapping defense by the Muscovados. Ludovice.
Working with Chito. Jaime, one more. Oh, he actually faked the handoff, and he drains a 3-pointer from the corner.
At gusto pa sana humingi ng foul, but you know, that's Chito Jaime for you.
It's the FIBA World Cup game in MOA, and there was a guard who, when I passed by, he said, "Sir, kailan mabalik ang MPBL?" Oh, diba?
You see a lot of the courts, as you mentioned earlier, may mga team courts pa nga dito with homages to Steph Curry.
And Gilas Pilipinas.
Yes.
As Mark Maloles finally scores his first 2 points in the second half. Yung balasa ng tao, tumuloy talaga, no, para kay Coach Alex.
Now that he's been able to keep and maintain this advantage through this time here in the some players might not be able to play, or some players might have their performances dip. You want to be confident enough.
Forward, Mark Mantuano needs a teammate. There's Jimboy. Here's Decoy Lopez. Great patience. Might not have been pitched.
They definitely deserve that kind of attention that they've been given by the fans, because these are guys who stuck with them in the process. Need to pile up para sa kanila. In fact, they lost their last game against Zamboanga in Zamboanga City.
Then De La Cruz converts from downtown. By the way, just a disclaimer to everybody, the season is not yet done. Taking his time, there's the bounce to Mark Mantuano, and he scores. 72, JC Ajay with a steal. JZ, or JC, goes all the way for 2 points. Because he didn't really lead the team dominantly in scoring and rebounding, but obviously he still stands out for us.
Oh, he set the tone for the strikers, especially when they were able to establish that lead. That period in the third quarter, when they went out of the locker room and really established that dominance that we are used to seeing them, especially on the defensive end. He rallied his troops, and yung energy niya nakakahawa talaga, you know, for a guy like Marky. He's a very cultured type of person.